Wouldn't you like the flashes you've purchased in the past, like your Canon 600s, your Canon 580 EX2s, or on the Nikon side, the Nikon SB910, the SB900, the SB700? Wouldn't it be great if you could get those to play with the MoLights? Well, guess what? You can. The new X1 receiver allows you to add your Canon or Nikon speedlights into the system and still allow them to trigger, not only trigger, but allows you to turn the power up and down remotely and use them in manual or TTL. Pretty exciting stuff, right? Let's leverage the investment you've already made in other gear so you can use this with this brand new stuff. Let me show you how. The X1 receiver is very similar shape to the X1 transmitter, except it's got a lockdown hot shoe here and just very simple features. Okay? Here we're looking at the group. Oops, here we're looking at the group and we're looking at the channel, and those are the two buttons you have. You have channel and group. You want to change your channel, you hit the button and go up all the way through. We're going to go all the way through all this. Look at all these different channels. The reason why we have the different channels, in case you run into any RF interference, say you're on channel 1, you're running into RF interference, or other people nearby are using the MoLight system as well, you can change your channel, or you can go fight with them and have them change their channel too. Fight over who gets to use channel 1. Whatever way works. Same thing with group. We can cycle through the different groups. A, B, C, D, and E. And notice when I touch the buttons, the LCD in the back lights up. Again, what a concept, because if we're working in low light, we want to see what we're doing. But why do we use the receiver? Because the receiver, there's already a radio receiver built into the MoLight flashes, right? That's correct. The brand new ones, the AD362 and the TT685, and the soon to be here, the V860 and V852s, have the radio built in. So why do we need the receiver? Well, to have it work with your legacy Canon and Nikon flashes. So here's what we do. We take, here it is, Canon 600 EXRT. Slide it into the hot shoe, lock it down. Okay? I'm going to lower this down just a little bit. Hello. Let's back this off just a little bit. I want to be able to see this a little bit better. I got a little bit of light shining here. Let's just tweak this just a bit. There we go. All right, I want to be able to see this a little bit better. Okay. So, you turn on the X1 receiver. You turn on your Canon flash or your Nikon flash or whatever. Next thing you got to do, I'm just going to lower this a little bit further. Too far. There we go. Helps if you make the sound effects. Right now we're in ETTL on the Canon flash. That needs to go to manual. So you go to mode and hit it to manual. You see it popped back to ETTL. Guess why? We're already set to group E on ETTL on the X1 transmitter, so it's automatically flipped it back. Let's turn off the X1 receiver. Go to manual here. Flip on the X1 receiver. Now you can see it's into the system. It's working in the system. So we're going to go to our X1 transmitter. We're going to go to group E, E, E. We're going to go and change mode. And we're going to change it to manual. Can you see the back of the back of the flash goes to TTL? That's what our transmitter is saying. We go to manual. That's what our transmitter is saying. So now we're leveraging into this Canon flash. The Canon flash becomes part of our system. So if you've got Canon 600s or 580 EX2s, they'll work as long as you have the X1 receiver. They'll work with the MoLight system. So really cool stuff. Really, really cool stuff, right? So I've got a couple of these laying around. Before we developed the MoLight system, I was using the Canon flashes. Now I don't have to chuck my flashes. I can use these along with my system. Awesome, cool, right? So same thing goes for your Nikon people. You know, I say you Nikon people. That sounds really bad, actually. But for Nikoners, Nikonians, dudes, you can use my system with your older flashes. So your 910s, your 900s, your 700s. It may work with the 800. I haven't had an 800 to play with to make it work. I do know it works with the newer flashes. They have a little bit different TTL in the brand new flashes, the ones that developed in the last couple of years for Nikon, and same thing for Canon. This really won't work well with the old 580 system. The 580 EX2, yes. The 600 EXRT, yes. The 430 EX2, yes. The 430 EX3 RT, yes. It'll work with that, okay? So you can take your existing flash and integrate into the system with this beautiful little puppy right here. How much is it? 45 bucks. Check it out online. Talk to you soon.